boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shorty ought to be my me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You know that I left. Yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Dimes, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Arizona Cardinals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he's forced out left. Caught by Nelson left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Oh, he stays up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Henry Anderson in there to get him well behind the line of scrimmage. Gosh, it's a loss of 17, and it'll be fourth down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And here's Marshall. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not some...
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Robert Kindici in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Detroit!
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. Christian Kirk deep to return it. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He sets to fire deep. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Eli Harold in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
Flex round! Flex round! Hey! Four down! Ohio!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jets have recovered.
That's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Here's Darnold. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now it's Darnold. And this one brought in by Gathers. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On 3rd down, that's Marshall. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive?
It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. I'm glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Darnold. Buying time to his left. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gone, 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 gone.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A first down throw, Darnold. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Darnold throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Flushed out right. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got Moncrief. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The All-Pro in two positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Now Marshall. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw is Darnold. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Take it at the 37. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. And the Packers have just scored, and they'll add on to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here is complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here we go! What? 90! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round!
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watching now, Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go with a big back, Corral, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Gone!
Now Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jets have recovered.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're on the outskirts of field goal range here in a tie game with a little time. So how do you handle this? What do you do here, Charles?
Everybody wants to pick up as much yardage as possible. But the weird part is for field goal kickers, being in really close sometimes puts more pressure on them because it's much more of a position kick as opposed to just going ahead and letting it out and letting it thump. A lot of guys like a little bit of distance.
He's got it with the 15. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there, and he's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
New York set to take the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. One last throw down for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last